Review Hub. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.
The actual Crock-Pot itself is a nice product. It's a standard-sized basic Crock-Pot with logos of your favorite team. Works fine. Here's the thing. Beware of shipping. My box came almost demolished. Holes, scrapes, rips and tears. I'm surprised and lucky the Crock-Pot was still in good shape. It also came with the shipping label directly placed on the original box. There was no protection box around it to hide what it was. So everyone and their mom could see there was a brand new Crock-Pot on my front porch. Not like they would want it with how the box looked anyway. Overall, the Crock-Pot works and looks great. Makes a wonderful gift for football fans. Hopefully they take a little more time and care in shipping their products and no one else has this issue. Been looking for this everywhere. Not in stock very often, so when I found it I just ordered it. My husband is a super fan and he was so tickled to have it. Wasn't even a gifting occasion, but I have been searching for a long time. Have had several different versions of this brand and never had a problems with the quality. I will say this is quite a bit lighter than usual, so that will be nice for traveling, plus the lid lock's also nice. Also means things will cook a bit faster, also cool faster. But as long as you plan accordingly, I actually like it since I am a bit of a procrastinator at heart. So it comes naturally. First time I saw this, I think at the local sports shop, was twice as expensive but sold out long before Christmas time. Not sure if it was the same style/brand. But I know Crock-Pot and love them. I do like this Crock-Pot. Easy to use and clean. I just have a couple complaints. I noticed a crack in my stoneware upon taking out of the dishwasher after about 4 months of pretty consistent use, so don't know how that happened. I always waited for it to cool down completely before I washed out and put in dishwasher. I do not remember banging it any at all. The next complaint is I cannot find a suitable replacement stoneware insert for this Crock-Pot. So I have to buy a whole new unit if I want my slow cooker back. We love this Crock-Pot in our house. We have another one that's a bit bigger, and a smaller one, but this is the only one with a lid that clamps itself without straps. For home use this doesn't matter, but when we're bringing a dish to someone else's house this makes life much easier. I've used this multiple times with no issues, and I love the Vikings decor. We're big Vikings fans in my house. Well, yesterday around 1:49 p.m. CST, the Cowboy Crock-Pot I ordered came in no box. Therefore letting everyone see what it is, especially my grandmother, who I got the present for nothing the less. I got a phone call around 6 p.m. about how happy my grandmother was. Although I wanted it to be a surprise. Moral of this review is, I hope Amazon doesn't do the same with any more orders later to come. Satisfied? Yes, I am very satisfied with my purchase because my grandmother loved her present. As a Redskins fan, it was a difficult decision purchasing this for my brother. However, it ended up being a perfect Christmas gift for a guy who is always using his regular Crock-Pot for weekly football gatherings with all his friends and family. It's now his new default for his cheese dip, and he enjoys it much. Although it would look better in burgundy and gold, I can confirm that this is a great product, the real deal Crock-Pot brand, just with the sports branding. Don't think twice, just get it, hopefully not the Cowboys one, though. So far I've had a couple beef stews with this. First time actually cooking with Crock-Pots, and this works like magic. Just ready your ingredients, all clean and sufficient, stuff them in the pot and set a couple hours for high or a few more hours for low, and you'll have a really nice dinner. The recipes included in this slow cooker is the one I have been using. They know their product so good they can make appropriate recipes for it, really good tasting at that. Absolutely fast shipping. I ordered on a Friday afternoon, and when I went out Saturday morning to run errands, the delivery guy was getting out of his truck with it. I gave it 4 stars instead of 5 because I'm not totally crazy with only 3 rubber feet on the bottom. The first time I went to move it, I thought it was going to fall over. The lid could also use a better seal method. Cooks perfectly fine. Have already used it about half a dozen times already. Expected a little more from a brand name as big as CrockPot. As soon as I pulled the pot out of the box and latched the lid down, the rivet that holds the latch to the lid popped off like it hadn't been pressed correctly. Due to the position of the rivet/button, I couldn't do anything besides glue the latch to the lid. It works, it heats up, just annoying that the one piece you would expect to put some stress on due to repeated latching and unlatching over the lifetime of a product like this was the first thing to fail. This was a birthday gift for my brother. He was fairly disappointed when told the only design I could find was with the horns, and not the words Minnesota Vikings. When he received it, it actually was the one with the words. So we were lucky and he's very happy. But if anyone else was to want the horns and not the words, be prepared it could be different. I have a friend that has a birthday coming up. He loves to cook and also love the Packers. This was a perfect fit. It's very big for a large family, or potluck etc. Because it's a crock-pot. I knew that it's a very good quality product. I can't wait to see his face when he opens his gift. I own 3 different crock-pot products and I swear by this company. Big plus, you can take it anywhere with you because it's cook and carry. My boyfriend is a huge Seattle Seahawks fan. When I seen this, I knew it would be a perfect gift. We decided to do a pulled chicken recipe in it and took it camping with us. I love the latch feature on it. When I was driving, I didn't have to worry about my food being spilt all over the floor. This crock-pot kept all of the food hot for hours while being unplugged. I would recommend this product to any more. This is my first crock. I was so excited to see the add an NFL option was out here. I have used it 3 to 4 times already and I have had no problems with the unit. I cleaned the unit right out the box and went to work. The unit gets warm to the touch, but that's understandable. Both sides of the lid locks as it's supposed to. The 7 cord did have a smudge on it when it made, but I'm not that picky. And that hasn't made seeing it an actual issue. Recommend for any NFL fans you may know. When I received the crock-pot, which was to be a gift, the label was right on the front of the box. I could not get it off. Most of it did not come off and ripped part of the box picture. It looks like heck. I cannot use this as a gift. Had to go get a gift at the local store. Very disappointed. They could have put it in a box or put plastic over the box first. Love this crock-pot. It is the perfect size and is just so festive. It was such a big hit, a family member borrowed it to use at his company chili cook-off. Oh. The only thing that is a little different is that the warm setting is on the far right instead of the first notch up. That was the only thing that was a wee bit weird, but everything still worked perfectly. This little crock-pot is exactly what I hoped it would be. I have the standard crock-pots everyone has, and I used them on a regular basis when I was raising our family. When we became empty nesters, I was working and continued to use crock-pots for meals to be ready when we returned home from work. Now we are retirees, and I have wanted a smaller crock-pot for several years. With just 2 of us at home and more leftovers than we can tackle, a small one would be just the ticket. A smaller one with the traditional high sides just didn't work. Amazon reviewers touted this one as ideal for meals for 2 people, and I concur. Goldilocks would say it is just right. We traveled to family for Thanksgiving, so I put my sweet potatoes and plugged it into the car via a power inverter. They were ready for dinner when we arrived at our destination, and my new mini casserole crock-pot received raves. The design is lovely, and so far it wipes clean every time. Searched for a smaller crock-pot than my large black 6-quart pot that always feels oversized when I use it for family meals, except when making chili or soups. When this mini crock arrived and was unpacked, I chuckled at the size, as it really seemed small. I double-checked my comparisons with the other options that I was considering being 3 or 3.5 quart sizes and decided I needed to give this a try. First use, 2 pounds of ground beef, cooked on low and was perfectly cooked through in 2 hours and was easily ground down for taco meat. Turned setting to warm and it was perfect for our family of 4 for dinner plus leftovers. In 1 week's time I have used this pot 3 times, baked spaghetti and 2 pounds block of Velveeta cheese for rotel cheese dip, and it has been perfect. The white crock is so much easier to clean than the big black crock from my larger unit. This is oval in shape, which by the photos I couldn't exactly tell. This didn't take up much storage space in my lower cabinet. I simply turned my larger oval one sideways and pushed to the back of the shelf and this fits perfectly in front. Very pleased with the design and quality. We got the Crock-Pot less than a month ago and finally got to use it. The handles had a lot of excess glue and the glue is melting from the pot being so hot. Now the whole house smells like melting glue. Also, the top doesn't clip onto the pot well. I got it shipped to Seoul, South Korea, and if I returned it, the shipping would cost more than I would get for the refund. My guess is that they send the defects to other countries and hope that they don't want to go through the pain of sending it back. This is a mighty sad day for the Russo family and I hope this doesn't happen to anyone else, because I've been wanting a crock-pot for a long time. That's a crying face in Korean.
For more product reviews, please don't forget to like and subscribe to Review Hub. Thanks for watching.